My dream was like first class. Once I hit it, I'm made. I'm made for life. This is a very beautiful case of what I expected versus what I got.
I think the dream that was sold to us then was when you get a first class.
Like I'm made for life.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that was the dream. So after a whole month of sending out emails and everything and CVs, and I got no response. You will learn.
You learn.
You
You learn.
You learn.
The life of a first class student might not be as rosy as many people think.
No.
Hi, welcome to another episode of your favorite podcast. And as you know, we're here it's the Engineering Couple Podcast. And in this podcast, we want to show you our journey, also interview others in their journeys also. And also we could talk about, lifestyle and other things as we grow together. So again, thank you for tuning in. And again, I have my co-host here. Sorry for that. I have my co-host here, my beautiful wife. As I said, you see her often, and I'll just let her, just say some shout out to you guys. Yeah.
Hi. So I'm Gbemisola again, and thank you for the first episode that was released.
Yep.
I think we didn't expect that much views, and we expect more.
Yep.
So we want more. We want you to always like, share, subscribe to our channel. Just share it because we like talking. So we want our videos to reach as many ears as possible.
Okay. So as you said, please like, share, subscribe. Also turn on the notification bells. Mm-hmm. So when we put in more videos, you would get the notification first. So without much ado, let's go into the business of today. So today we have something, a very nice topic we're going to be talking about, which would be our career journey. And I think today I'm not going to do the speaking. She's going to do the speaking. So she's going to tell us about her journey. And we just want you to see that the life of a first class student might not be as rosy as many people think. Mm-hmm. And so probably just from when we graduated and all of that. And she's also going to tell us what she has learned on the way during this journey. Okay, I'm going to give her the floor. So just give us an overview of your career journey and how you've grown over the years. Yeah.
Okay. So first off, like he said, we had a first class, and this is a very beautiful case of what I expected versus what I got. Okay. So, first class graduate, you're expecting that everybody's rushing you, every company is rushing you, and that was not what I got. Mm-hmm. So my journey is full of ups and downs, and it's just like about 4 or 5 years now, and I've been up and I've been down. So I think
so to sum it up, you felt, I think the dream that was sold to us then was when you get a first class, mm-hmm. you're gonna
I'm made for life.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that was the dream, because throwing it back, my mom almost had the first class. Oh. So she felt like if she had the first class, her life would have been better than it was. So my dream was first class. Once I hit it, I'm made. I'm made for life, and it didn't happen the way I anticipated. Okay.
So but so that we don't make our viewers think it's bad. It's not bad. I think where we are today is also because
so it's not like my journey was bad, and obviously I don't blame anybody. I cannot sit down and blame the country. I don't blame the government. I blame nobody for my post-graduation experience. Yeah. It was just a classic case of I didn't expect what I got, not because what I got was wrong, mm-hmm. or what I got was bad, or I was dealt a bad hand, but I felt like this was not what I visioned. Okay,
life.
Exactly. Life was not what I visioned. I had something in mind. I had the perfect picture mm-hmm. in mind, and I've understood that that's not how it always works out for everyone. And I'm actually happy it didn't work out that way.
Exactly.
Because I've learned a whole lot on my journey.
Okay, so let's take so how did you get your NYC? Let's start with that. Your NYC after school, what was it like? Did you have to redeploy? Was there a preference for you because you're a first class graduate? Yeah.
Oh.
I'm speaking like she's laughing because she thinks I know, but we want you to know. So let's have you go on.
Okay, so first off, before we even got to the posting, I think we're going to talk about Alo-timeys. So we already had Alo-timeys going on for us. We had a startup, and I think around July of the year we graduated, I also started freelancing.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think we finished. We had our defense in May, mm-hmm. and I think my dad told me that he was not going to send me any more money.
Yeah, like you're on your own now.
Yeah, you're on your own, like fend for yourself. I was like, okay, so what will I do? So I was sending out CVs, like, expecting that at least, even if it's just a graduate training internship,
Okay.
or graduate training program, or an internship or something to be doing, just to, I think we're supposed to be posted maybe later that year, maybe around December or November or October. Yeah. So I felt like, okay, I cannot just sit at home like for the next 4 months. So after a whole month of sending out emails and everything and CVs, and I got no response.
Okay.
I think the only response I got was from one shady company, and I was like, I'm not going.
Okay.
So
sorry. So before we just go into that, how did you know it was shady?
So I went online to start researching about the company. So initially, I was not even researching. I was just sending out blind emails. Mm-hmm. Like, I think that's actually a mistake I made. So it was later in life when I looked at the CVs I was sending them, I was like, this is rubbish. Okay. Like, if I were interviewer, I would not even...
are now, I think.
I won't consider this kind of person. So, like, it's something I have had to learn.
Yeah.
So I don't think I actually sat down and took a CV writing class. So, like, it's something that is very essential.
Why am I saying that? I think she interviewed a lot of people to join our production team. So that's why I said that.
I think our people will be laughing at.
Yeah. So let's backtrack a bit. So you sent out a lot of emails.
Yes, I didn't even check what they were looking for.
Okay.
I was just sending out emails, sending out CV that, okay, I graduated the first class. I think that was my foot in the door.
That was like a leverage for you.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, I had 0 skills, 0 life skills.
0 skills?
No, not 0, but like, let's say approximately 0. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I was great with like some software. I already had that experience.
SolidWorks, I think.
Yeah, SolidWorks. I worked at, I did my IT at AE, very great company, consulting firm. Yeah, so, and I've had
that
like
should be
engineering Kotsun.
Oh, yes. I think you should give him a shout out.
Engineer Adewale Kotsun. Like, I think I'm actually get a separate episode
for him
to talk about my experience at Automation and Engineering Academy. Like, anytime someone asks me that, okay, where can I do my internship in Ibadan, I always say AEA. Like, just go to AEA. Like, you will learn.
Okay.
You will learn.
You learn.
You learn. Like,
so about that. So let's come back to when you left school. So you had an expectation.
Yes.
And so you began to send emails and emails and emails. So what do you think you did wrongly, to be specific?
Okay, so I think first off, I had a feeling that first class was a leverage. It is a leverage.
Yep.
It is very good to attain it.
Yep.
But there are other people that have attained it.
Okay.
And also have added other things to themselves. So it was not just about...
So you're not the only one.
I was not the only one that had the first class. So it's now, okay, like we have like 5 different first class. And also, I think I later understood that some people are actually biased towards first class graduates. Like, they feel like if you have a first class, like all you know is book.
So you don't have
any skills. Exactly. Yeah. So I think I was proving some people right by just sending out emails without including the skills I already had. Yeah. So I don't think I even included my experience at AE. I was just sending.
Because we had a discussion. Yeah. You're just sending mails, yeah.
Yeah, I was just sending mails, yeah.
So we had a discussion, and you noticed then I was trying to put in some of my extra skills, and you were like, why am I doing that?
Yes. So I was just like, okay, first class, and get me an internship.
Yes. Like, wow.
Yeah, they'll be shaking like, oh, first class. So like that was the. If you saw my CV, I think I'll look for it one day. If you see it, it was a very scanty CV. It was rubbish. Like, okay, that's the longer short of it. So anyway, after like a whole month of frustration, I was like, okay, what else can I do? I didn't think that time I didn't even have it in mind that maybe the CV was the issue. I just felt like, okay, maybe. I don't know what I felt, but I felt like
the devil was at you. Or your village people.
My village people were at work, like Ibadan was strong, man. Ibadan witches were on my case.
They were on you.
Yeah, so that was, I didn't like look for how to improve myself at the time. So
Sorry, you mean improve yourself or improve your
improve
CV?
my CV. Yeah.
Because I know you have a lot of skills aside there.
At that time, yeah. So, but I didn't put effort into improving my CV, and also I didn't look at the companies I was applying to look, because I even got to a point that I applied for a role in wasn't on big data.
Wow.
I was like, there was no correlation. Like I was just sending out CVs blindly, which is actually a very big mistake.
So,
So
so
so after like the whole month of June, going into July, and then I was like, I cannot just sit at home and be hiding behind sending CVs. Let me look for something else to do. And then I turned to freelancing.
Oh.
Yes.
So before we go into the subject of freelancing, I also want us to see, did your so I know in your final year, did you get any probably referrals, or did you get like opportunities that probably they are looking? Because I think the idea so to us then was in your final year you would get jobs. I think they had played down on the fact that on your graduation day, a lot of companies will come and line up and all of those things. So, that was the dream.
Yeah, I think that was obtainable like some years ago when people were not that many.
Yeah.
So now, like the job, I don't like saying the job market is flooded, but it's kind of flooded.
Yes, it is.
With the good and bad flood.
And we have we don't have as much companies as we used to have.
Yes.
before.
So at that time, like there were a lot of companies looking for graduates, and there are not as many people going to school as at the time. So, but now, like you can see any graduate on the street, like everyone is a graduate and everything. So I think that also played a role. So I will not sit down and blame anyone for anything that happened. So,
So one other thing, do you think your final year project, because we also understand that people tend to just downplay their final year project. Do you think it added anything to you?
Yes.
Okay. And also in your perspective, or did it add a higher probability? Did it give you a higher probability for getting a job?
Okay. Did it give me a high probability for getting a job at that time? Maybe not. But is it helping me where I am now?
Now.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yes. So just to give a background, so I did my final year project in additive manufacturing.
Yeah.
So my topic was to design and develop a 3D printer using binder jetting technology.
Yeah.
So let me take back my statement of it not helping me. It actually did help me, even in my freelancing career, because I had to put that. So I had to write about that to say, okay, I've written about something like that. But I don't think I added it even in my CV. I don't even know what I put in the CV, honestly. So so I think it was that bad.
Wow.
So because it was very scanty. I think when I even checked, I think what I put hobbies. I saw skipping. I was like,
like, who cares, bro?
I was like, who cares if you skip 100? Like, so I was like, when I saw it later, I was like, oh, no wonder.
This is why.
Yeah, this is exactly the reason. So, but now, like, it has helped me tremendously because I am still in the additive manufacturing field. I'm doing research in additive manufacturing. So it has helped me tremendously. And I got the idea, or I was exposed to 3D printing at AEA.
Wow.
Yes, so that's why I said I always praise Engineer Code. So I always praise AEA, my time at AEA. At AEA.
Yeah.
Yes.
Again, please say the name again.
Automation and Engineering Academy Limited.
Okay.
So AEA. So you just hear me say AEA. That's how we call it. Like AEA alumnus. Okay. That's how we just call it.
Oh.
Yeah. So we just go AEA. Like we know what they're talking about. So my internship at AEA. Forgive my. I just blot through it. Yeah. Yes. So my internship at AEA actually helped me to pick my project topic, which in turn also helped me with my PhD now, or is helping me with my PhD now. Okay. Yeah. So it's not a waste. Okay. So like people that don't take their final year project seriously or outsource it. I'm looking at some people. I'm looking at some people. You guys.
You want to outsource? Don't do it. Please.
Don't do it because it's actually a very, very good opportunity to learn. Except you don't want to practice what you are. But even if you don't want to practice, I still think it's because for people that don't even do like construction, it can help you with research. It can help you with maybe data collection, data analysis. Like it's a tremendous help. It's just like
the experience itself.
Exactly. It's almost like I always try to see things as projects.
Yes.
So I just say, okay, this is a project I'm working on. And the project even made me meet some people because I had to, I got stuck at some point and I had to reach out to like senior colleagues who also helped me down the line and who also I have been of help down the line. So like, I don't see it that I spent money.
Yes. She spent a lot of money.
Spent money. So I don't
spent my time too.
Yeah, because he had to follow me everywhere I was going. Because, so I think it is a project that it's an experience that I don't take for granted.
So I think from that, please take your final project serious.
Yes, no matter how trivial it might seem.
Next week, I'm gonna be on the hot seat. So
yes.
Oh God, I'm gonna so praise my project, but I'll keep that for another time. So let's get to I'll keep it for next week. So let's get to the job, so we don't.
Okay, so I'm going to skip freelancing. I think freelancing can be another time.
Another time, yeah.
So like, you asked me a question for NYSC. Like, and I went.
So what was your first? Okay, let's start with NYSC.
Okay.
How did you get your posting?
Okay, so I was posted to Ogun State, and after the IA of camp, got my posting letter, and I was posted to one funny looking engineering company. I said, okay, let me go and check.
Probably we should get the picture of the place.
Oh, you remember the picture?
I mean, as a first class graduate, when I think you got there.
Yeah, I went there.
When I saw the place, I was like, oh, okay. Again, we don't love to complain, really.
No,
and
I was
we don't love to feel too privileged.
So the thing is that if I had stayed there, I would have learned, because I would have not been first, but I would have not wanted that time to go to waste. But I think I had like other things because I also wanted to be able to freelance. I already started freelancing before then, so I still wanted to be working as a freelancer while doing my NYSC.
Yeah.
So when I got there, from outside first, I was like, and I think it was around maybe like 7, 8 a.m. I was like, God help me, let nothing happen to me, because I just saw a lot of men. It was like a Bikani village, and I was like, God help me, may I not be kidnapped, may nothing happen.
Then she sent me a picture and
said, I think I was on the call with him, like, this place is looking strange, I don't know where I am. Like, then I went and I got to the place. I looked at my posting letter, I looked at the building. Like, this is the same company. Like, I think the name of the company was there and also the number of the person. I was like, he's the one.
Like, am I sleeping?
Like, exactly. Like, am I dreaming? Like, okay, I don't expect like all companies to be like fancy, but at the same time, this one was.
It was beyond.
It was beyond my.
Above and beyond.
So I said, okay, let's go inside. I went inside. I spoke to the owner of the company, and he was making his company look bigger. I was like, sir, I've seen the building. Like, I'm not blind, I've seen it. So what are you trying to hype? So, but anyway, I told him that, please, sir, can you reject me?
Wow.
Yes, like, I don't see myself staying here, and I don't see myself learning, even though I was going to learn if I had been forced to stay. So I had to go back to my secretariat to get like a new posting letter. And then I have a quote unquote grandfather, someone that says I'm his grandchild, that is a fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, who knew the VC of Bells University.
Oh.
So when I told him that, I don't have a PPE and everything. So he said, oh, he knows the VC of Bells. Can you speak to him on my behalf? I said yes. So he spoke to him, and then I was reposted to Bells University.
Oh, good. So let's sum up. What was your role at Bells University? That should be at Ota, Ogun State, Nigeria. So what was your Do
you remember the time that I was supposed to leave? Was that coming from your house? Or from that around that Shagamu? No, I left Shagamu, which was where the camp was. Yeah. I went to where that other company was, and then from there I had to go to Ota. And I thought it was Imota. Like, I remember that time. So I missed my way. So I was on my way to Ota, and then I took the wrong bus and I got to Imota. I was wondering, they said it's not that far now. Like, what's going on?
And a lot of people were laughing.
And then when I got there, and I said that I said, I'm going to, I think I now called you. I think you and your mom were also laughing at me.
Yeah.
That, they don't carry, I'm going motor.
She had gone so far away from where she was supposed
So anyway, I found my way back. I think I got to the house around like night.
Wow.
Because of the had gone round. So anyway, my role at Bells University was more or less to like assist. So I was in the HOD's office,
Okay.
the head of department of mechanical engineering,
Okay.
the college of
So we were posted to mechanical engineering again.
department. Yes.
Okay, good.
So I was to like assist the HOD with whatever tasks he had, and also assist like some other lecturers or some other professors, like mechanical engineering professors, on maybe they have to invigilate the class, they had to mark scripts, even like organize tutorials, like so those are what I was doing. But I think after like a month or 3 months, the COVID lockdown happened.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so
We're part of that set.
yeah, so yeah, that's it. Where they
Lucky set.
increased our salary,
Yeah.
allowance. So allowance was increased January, I
Yes,
guess,
so about 30
from 19,800 to 33,000.
Oh.
Yeah, so and I was also freelancing at this time, so I was still making like some money
She
from.
was balling.
I was balling.
Yeah.
I was. So, and then the lockdown happened, which means that, okay, I think Ogun State was also paying, no, Bells was paying us.
Okay.
I think that's maybe 10,000 or so.
10,000,
Yeah,
I
so,
remember.
but when the COVID happened, they reduced it to 5,000.
Okay.
Just not really that much because you're not spending money, at least I was not spending money during the lockdown. And
And you're not giving them services as much.
exactly.
Yeah.
So anyway, but they switched to online classes. So,
Okay.
So, yeah. But
So did you eventually continue with them? Or did you get, let me say this way, did you get an offer to work with them?
yes.
If
I
you
did.
did you take the offer? If you did not take the offer, I think I know. Well, if you did not take the offer, why didn't you take the offer?
Okay, so during that lockdown period, so I was also like I made a whole. I don't want to say how much I made, but I was working towards being a millionaire by the end of the year.
Wow.
So like I was making
Millionaire in naira or dollars?
no, it does not. I never blow this. That's fine. So millionaire in naira.
Okay.
So I was working towards that. Like during the lockdown, then I think we were also working on other skills.
Okay.
That was one time we learned graphic design, or he learned it, and then I was semi-learning it.
And she's still learning today.
So I think about that time, and also some other skills. But towards the end, because I was earning money and I was still feeling unfulfilled,
Yeah.
because I was not like practicing as an engineer. I was doing content writing on different subjects, not necessarily engineering. But I wanted to be in a place where I was able to practice as an engineer. So I already made up my mind that I was not going to work in Bells, because I know all I'll be restricted to is just maybe teaching, office work or something like that. And also I heard the salary, and it was not encouraging.
Okay.
Which was another reason, a major reason actually.
Oh.
So
if you're going to be paid $1 million at that point,
I would have convinced myself to stay.
so that means the real issue was the salary.
Maybe yes.
Okay, because I think, but okay, wait. So you're going to be lecturing, or you're going to be restricted to the office?
So is it like when after?
Like if you took the job, what would be your role? Considering the fact that you also finished with the first class, was there any politics around?
First class, no, not like anybody was really.
So immediately you got there, they forgot about whether you had the first class. Or
I don't want to call out the dean.
Please don't.
At the time.
Yes, please don't.
But the dean at the time was even underrating me, because it felt like, what does a female know?
No.
Yeah, so just like I was just like a pretty face in the office to him. So he was just like, I think one time he wanted to give me a task on Excel, and at the time
Microsoft Excel,
like very simple task, and I was like, can you use it? Like it's just a very derogatory tone. I was like, Excel, like what's then Excel? Just data entry. Just gave data entry. Not like he gave me like one math spreadsheet, or I was going to do a calculation or something.
Be the devil's advocate, or maybe he had a bad day.
No, he didn't have a bad day, because that was not the first time. That was not like anybody that knows.
Yeah, that was not the first time he said it.
No, not to me. He has said it to other people in my presence. Okay. He was known for that. Yeah. So I And the funny thing, I think he had daughters. Oh, whatever. I was like, maybe his daughters are not proving him wrong at all. So
Okay.
whatever. So, but that was the story then, and I think that was another reason I didn't want to stay, because I didn't want to deal with the dean's issue. I was like, okay, thank God for the lockdown. I didn't have to deal with him for long. And when I got back, I think we were supposed to get back to the office like a few weeks
Yeah.
before to the end. Like, so I felt like, okay, I'm going to keep pushing through. I didn't have to deal with him. So that was that. But if they had increased salary, I would have.
You would have thought about it.
Yeah, I might have thought
But
about
the
it.
question is, did they offer? Would you be given the privilege to lecture or the non-academic work?
No,
Where you
I
do
was
the
going to.
printing. And,
No. I was not going to. I was going to lecture,
okay.
but maybe not. Maybe the lower levels, like
Like
100.
assistant lecturer, then
Yeah,
you grow in the
assistant. Yeah,
ranks.
exactly. So
Okay.
I was going to grow. So that was like the offer on the ground.
So again, your first class, you think your first class did not play a role?
No, my first class definitely opens doors for me, because people will be like, oh, who they want to see who the person is.
Yes.
But like,
In assigning tasks,
no,
it okay
it didn't.
for that one. So let's go straight to. So what was your first job?
First, like actual
So
job.
when you were done with NYC,
Mm-hmm.
I knew probably you were doing freelancing on the side.
Yeah.
But when did you get like your first job?
So that was I think the year after my NYC, I got a job at Tranos.
So after 1 year,
This is not a whole year.
okay,
It was like a couple of we finished like November. I got I started working at Tranos like July, June
Yeah.
of the following year. So just like maybe 5 months.
oh, so was it the same CV you used?
Oh no.
So you had padded your CV.
So yes. During the lockdown, I think I don't like saying the word I'm grateful for the lockdown, because a lot of bad things happened.
Yeah,
in the
a
lockdown.
lot of people died. And
Yes, people died. Like people
I
lost
think I
their
shared
jobs.
the same view with you.
Yes.
I'm really grateful for it, but
Yeah.
not for the bad things.
For the bad part, yeah,
but-
people lost their jobs. I know that, but I was given the opportunity to actually take a breather
Wow.
and to actually evaluate my life. Like, what do I want out of life? What I do. So about that time, what's the name of this company that does that is like a jobberman. Yeah,
Okay.
jobberman. They are doing like a soft skills training.
Okay.
So, everybody's at home. I was trying to learn different skills. I was taking their courses and all. So I thought Jobberman was doing a soft skill training. And I think that was like my first entry to soft skills. I was like, okay, what's no harm in trying?
Yeah.
I think I was one of the first members of that initiative, that soft skills training. So I took it, and they discussed CV writing
Okay.
in it, and they discussed a lot of things. I think that was one of the things that changed my mindset on like applying for jobs, and not just almost like being on your knees trying to beg for a job. And they talked about the importance of networking. They talked about a whole lot of soft skills like communication, collaboration, and things like that.
yeah.
Like even like grit, resilience, and everything. So they thought about it. So it was at that time that I started working on my CV.
Oh.
Yes, I had to rework my CV. I think about a couple of months after, maybe I think the following year, I started on LinkedIn.
Okay.
I got like active on LinkedIn, and
So active, really.
very active. Like anybody that knows me on LinkedIn, I was like disturbing everybody with posts and posting about every and anything. I think my first post was I guess maybe Jobberman's soft skill training, what I learned from it or something like that. So yeah, Jobberman actually got me thinking, and I really benefited from that training.
Okay.
Even though I know some people were just after the certification thinking that it was going to help them. So I think that's another thing, is that sometimes when they see like a course, and I think we've had people like we've organized trainings,
Yes.
and people are just fixated on the certificate.
Yeah.
They are like,
And not the skill itself.
not the skill. They're not looking at, oh, what knowledge can I gain from this? They're not looking at, okay, will you give me a certificate? Yes. Okay, then I'm interested.
Wow.
But they are not taking their time to actually understand what is being. They're just looking forward to the day is going to end, that they collect certificates and
Get
think
done.
that that's the end. Even like education.
Yes.
Like whenever we've spoken about it, that it's not just about the certificate.
Yes.
So that's why I say it's not just about the first class, but what you've actually learned, like during that,
What you can do.
and what you can do. So while some people are still looking forward to the certificates of Jobberman, thinking it's going to help their job prospects, actually I was looking at the knowledge that I was going to gain So even though I had the certificate, obviously, but like the knowledge was more important to me, and it really helped me like going forward.
Okay. So you worked at the Tranos,
Yep.
and so was that like, so if you had to look at it, was that like the last job you had before you came to the United States?
Yes.
Okay, so you served freelancing, because it's also good to know that I think in the some months you had between the end of your service and the beginning of your job
Yes.
at Tranos, so how were you making money aside freelancing? Was the money enough? Because you hear ladies say, oh, so some ladies, please pardon me, I know you guys will come for me, but some ladies will say, like what has been going online recently in Nigeria, that you need to make about $800 minimum to take care of yourself as a lady or for the husband. So were you able to take care of yourself on freelancing as a lady? Did you need extracurricular activities?
Okay, so I think I made enough money for myself on like just freelancing alone. Like he knows, so he's just asking me questions,
Yes.
but he knows, and he was a beneficiary.
Yes. Oh, she made a lot of money.
I did make a lot of money. Like in fact, I bought a new laptop for my mom, new phone for my mom.
Yeah.
Like
at some point, it looked like what are you guys making? Like how are you making money? And all you just do is to sit on the laptop.
No, I think because my mom was part of my journey. Like she knew when I started. She knew when I got my first 20,000 or something, and then we're both rejoicing. She knew that time that the issue with my verification happened, and then I had to wait 3 months to withdraw my money, and then everything. I was like, this frustration is much and everything. So she knew that.
Okay.
So when the big box came, she could not question it because she knows what I was doing. Yeah. So.
Okay. So I think
okay.
So as my producers are saying.
No, I think this one was good to extend past, because we've not even talked about my work at Tranos.
Okay. Probably what we're gonna do is we could keep it for
a part
next
B.
week. Yes. A part B. Okay. Yeah. So
Okay.
You want to say something else?
Yeah. So just wrapping up my freelancing and to answer the question that you asked about like, was the money enough?
Yeah.
So even when I was like making active, so anybody that is in freelancing knows that the jobs are not as regular.
Yes.
So there's sometimes that you can get like a 6-month contract, you can get like a 1-year contract. Sometimes it's just once in a while. Yeah, just a once in a while contract. So I had the long-term ones. I had some short-term ones, and I worked. So I think freelance, some people also have that notion that freelancing just sits at home and then just like they're just flangering. Yeah. But I worked, like I was late at night, early in the morning, like I was working almost around the clock. So I was able to like get money, and I saved. So it's not like I was squandering everything I got. So I saved some money, even though I was spending. Obviously, I was.
Yes, a lot.
Yeah. So, but I was also saving. So at the dry times when I got no contract, like I still had some money to sustain me even before I got the job at Tranos.
Okay. Just because we want to keep it crisp and short for our dear viewers, we're gonna stop here today, but probably next week we'll pick it up from here for the part B of how work at Tranos. Again, we love your comments, we love your likes, and we also love it
your
when
shares.
you subscribe. Yeah, and your shares, when you share the video. And please, if you feel there are some things you want us to say,
and if you have like questions,
yes, please feel free to drop it.
To ask.
Again, this podcast is just we're trying to clear the toxic air, really. You hear a lot of things online about life generally, and people just say things. So I think this is going to be a medium for us to, say positive things, and also to eradicate, the media, that you can actually be good at what you do and also do it the right way. Again, next week, join us again for another episode. And again, just wait a bit, because you're going to get a clip into what we're going to talk about next week. Thank you.
Next time on Engineering Couple Podcast.
Every company has their ups and downs. So you can get a job as a female if you are credible. But if you are looking for shortcuts, don't be surprised if somebody presents a shortcut. Exactly. I think I'm actually very proud of the fact that I was able to get my first 9 to 5 from my own connections.